Hey everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my MZ Wallace collection. MZ Wallace is one of my favorite contemporary brands. If you don't know about the company, they were established somewhere around the year 2000. They were founded by two female native New Yorkers, and their mission was to create high quality nylon bags, great for everyday use. Even though I still have some of their older styles in the Bedford Nylon, I'm not going to be showing those bags today. This backpack was my personal item on my recent trip to New York, so if you would like to know more details and see some examples of those older styles, then check the description box below for the previous collection video where I featured a lot of these styles. And also I'll have my full MZ Wallace playlist linked there in case you would like more details about some of the bags that I've shown today. So first I'm going to start with some of the smaller bags, the cosmetic cases and organizers. This is the large Zoe Cosmetic. As you can see, it has this Anchor New York print. I got this in New York at the flagship store on Crosby Street. I love this because of the organization inside, and this seersucker inside is so cool because it has like a texture to it. So I've been using this Zoe Cosmetic inside my gym or yoga bags. This is the Metro Clutch, and it's one of the artist collaborations with Sarah Swinar. I've really been enjoying this so much. I use it as a pouch inside my Neverfull. And I like the organization on this because it has a pocket here on the back of the bag. And inside the bag, it also has a pocket right here. So your things are not going to get lost inside this pouch. This is the mini vanity case, and it's in the color Dawn, which is a beautiful navy blue color. Dawn is one of their core colors. I just use this for some medicine. Dawn Magnet, which is a warm gray. I'll show you an example of that. Of course, black, and also apple red has been added into one of their core colors in their collections. This is a cool piece. So this is an accordion cosmetic case. You can see the zipper goes all the way down and around like this. And I love how this opens up with all this organization. So I've got all my makeup in here and I use it all the time. And then this is the same concept as that accordion cosmetic, but it's in a smaller size. So it's a little mini case. And they were marketing this as a little travel jewelry piece. And so yes, I've got some jewelry in here so you can see. And yeah, I love having a little place for each one of my pieces. So this has come in really handy so far. This double zip small cosmetic for my Jones Road pieces. Well, not pieces, but I don't know what you call them. They're little things like this, and they hold color in them. That was really dark, but on the skin it doesn't show up nearly as dark. Anyway, I got a sampler pack, and about half of them have some color to them, and the other half are just more translucent. They just kind of give you some glow, let's say. So I kept getting confused and I couldn't remember what was what when I was looking at the names on those little pots. So I love this because on the front I can put the ones with more color, and here in this back pouch I put the ones that are more translucent. So even though I've only had this for a short amount of time, I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, and by the way, this is one of their newer colors, and this color is called Celery. It makes me feel healthy just using this, right? I can't believe I forgot to show you this vanity case because it was sitting right beside me while I was filming it. It's in the color Flamingo, and I used it to hold my camera and the large microphone attachment. And I forgot this flat Metro key pouch, which I use for my work keys and my work ID. It's in the color Stone Blue. So now we're moving on to handbags, and I'll show you my favorite first. This is the Micro Sutton, and the color is Dragon Fruit. I like these styles so much because they're small and they're squishy. They're really good if you want to fold up and put inside another bag. The Micro Sutton can be clipped down here on the side to kind of give it like this dumpling effect. Or as you can see here on my Apple Red bag, I've unclipped it and added the strap. So it's the Suttons are a different kind of styling feature here, where the strap doesn't have the attachment hardware. The attachment hardware is actually here on the bag. So if you've never had a Sutton before, that's definitely something to know in terms of this particular style. And then I also got it in the Magnet Leopard. This is a fun neutral, and I want to show you here how the Vachetta ages over time. I never think about using this or not using this in the rain. I just use it, and it gets a really nice deep honey brown color. So moving up in size from the micro Sutton is the small Sutton. And this is a great everyday size as well when I need to carry a little bit more. So the Sutton is designed the same way no matter what size it is. As you can see, I've got it unclipped so that I have access to the crossbody strap. And this is in the color mauve. I got it earlier this year and I'm already getting a beautiful patina on those handles. This year I added 2 small Suttons to my collection. So not only the mauve, but I also got this New York anchor print. And it has this contrasting seersucker interior, which I love so much. I made a video about this where I was intending to get it in New York. I got distracted by being in the store. So I ordered it when I got home, but still it feels like a great souvenir of that trip. Okay, now moving on to the Metro bags. By the way, everything that I've showed you so far is in the Metro collection, but this is actually called the Metro bag, and this is the mini Metro bag. It's very similar in size to the small Sutton. The main difference is how the hardware attaches. As I mentioned earlier, the hardware on the Sutton bags, the clip is actually on the bag itself so that you can clip it down, and the strap is just the D-ring. It's different on the Metro bags. I guess it's more traditional as to what most of us are accustomed to. The D-ring is here on the bag itself, and the strap has the attachment for the hardware. This is in the peony color and it has a finish on it, so it makes it very water friendly, more water resistant than the other bags. The other important thing to know about these Metro bags is that it comes with this extra fabric on the top. And so that's really handy if you want to like overfill your bag, especially on the larger sizes. But for some of us that like these smaller sizes, it feels a little bit cumbersome to have that before you even get into your bag. It's just something to know about this particular line. For me, it doesn't bother me enough to not use these bags. I actually really like this style. I don't think I could pick a favorite between the small Sutton and the mini Metro Deluxe. I like them both equally. And this was my first mini Metro Deluxe. I got it several years ago. It was a special edition with the rainbow colors all around it. And this is also really fun. Here, let me show you, because of this bright yellow interior. Going up in size from the mini Metro, I have this small Metro. And I love this because it has the sequins in the quilting here. So fun. And this is the color Magnet. So here, just to show you a sizing difference, and you can't even really see how big this is. It actually holds quite a bit when I hold it up like this, but the strap is pulling it down, which I like that slouchy look as well. And you can see the size difference here between the mini and the small. Okay, this bag is from the Madison collection. This is my only bag from the Madison collection at MZ Wallace. And the Madison collection is really fun because it has like these big giant quilts here. And now of course this one also has the fun element with the sequins, but this is what makes the Madison collection unique or special to MZ Wallace. This nylon feels different than the traditional quilted nylon on the Metro line, but I still like it. It feels really nice. This is the small quilted Madison shoulder bag. You could put it on your shoulder, but I like to wear this one top handle and use the crossbody strap. Okay, let's move on to slings. So this is the small Crosby sling. This is in the leather, which was a special edition around the holiday season. I've taken off the black strap that came with this and added this black and white stripe that I got from Coach, and I really like the sportiness that it gives this. The leather is so soft, really, really soft. I don't wear slings a lot, but I would like option to wear a sling that's not leather, you know, in one of the nylon fabrics in summer months. So I picked up this Metro sling in the color mauve. I think this is really pretty and I like the organization on this sling. But after I wore this, I realized I didn't like it as much as the Crosby sling. So I picked up this Crosby sling in nylon so that I can wear this in the warmer months. This is in the color Morning Dove. So in the future, I'll do a comparison of these two sling styles. Okay, now let's move on to the box tote. I found this box tote on The RealReal. It is again one of their holiday editions. I've really enjoyed using it. For me, this is a really good medium-sized work bag. So then I picked up another one in the warehouse sale that MZ Wallace had this past summer. So this is in the color Xenia, and I put in one of my organizers in here. The leather one has good structure, but these nylon box totes are very soft and squishy. So I like for it to remain somewhat boxy while I'm using it. So I really do think these work better with an organizer. I'm moving kind of quickly and not showing you all the details of the organization inside these bags. So I'm sorry if you're trying to learn more about the particular style, then that's why I recommend you check out the playlist, because I've done a video about all of these bags, and that's where I show all the ins and outs and the pockets and how everything's organized. But I think today's video is going to be kind of long because I'm looking at all the bags I still want to show today. So I'm just going to keep moving forward. So this is the Anna tote. This isn't currently on the website, but I just saw one of these on the Railroad the other day. The Crosby line has the metal zippers, whereas the other bags from the Metro line have these big chunky zippers. I like the big plastic chunky zippers because they help keep the bag more lightweight. The things from the Crosby line are a little bit more elevated in terms of the finishes, and the metal zippers I think do give it a more elevated or sophisticated look on a nylon bag. I love the little tassel details on the side of this bag here. That's why I wanted it so much. I'm so happy to find it in this sale. I have used it, and I realized that this bag probably works better when you have a lot of things to carry. Otherwise, your things are just going to get lost in here because it's so squishy and soft. I might try an organizer, but I think next time I'm going to use it, I'll use it when I need to actually take a lot of things with me. Okay, are you still hanging in there? We're going into backpacks before we go to the larger travel bags. This is my Metro backpack in the blue camo. Sometimes I like the bags not only for their exterior, but also for their interior with this bright orange in here. Now this is the older version of the Metro backpack. Today's versions have a separate divider here, and you can put for a laptop sleeve is what I'm trying to say. I thought about upgrading and getting one of the newer versions of the backpack, but I haven't yet. So maybe one of these days I'll upgrade and get the newer version, but for now this is working fine. Oh yeah, by the way, this has a great front pocket here, and also nice sizable bottle pockets on the side of the bag. I just want to mention my favorite features about MZ Wallace backpacks here are the cushy padded backpack straps. They're very comfortable and they're adjustable. So you can see here that you can adjust the length. And what's also really important to me anyway, is that the extra length doesn't just flail about. They catch it here in this loop design, and I think that just looks so much nicer than having the extra material fly around. So these are the high quality details of MZ Wallace on all of their products. You know, leather pull tabs, excellent zippers, whether they be the chunky plastic zippers or the metal zippers on the Crosby line. It's just a good quality product. Speaking of the Crosby line, look at all of the zippers on this bag. So this is the Crosby backpack. This is the larger size. They also have a mini size in this. And this has a braided feature here on the grab handle. I've used it a lot with my boys. This one does have a dedicated laptop sleeve like I was mentioning to you in the newer Metro backpacks. And it has a trolley sleeve here if you wanted to use it over a suitcase. But I just really love the external organization here on this bag. This top pocket goes all the way down to the bottom. I still have a thing of wet wipes in here. Those are probably dried out by now. And then it has a great middle pocket here, and then also a smaller pocket. Oh my gosh. The things in this bag. I haven't cleaned it out since last time I used it. Anyway, that just goes to show that this bag definitely gets a lot of use. Okay, all the larger travel bags I have left to show you, I've talked about in recent videos, so I'll just breeze through them pretty quickly here. This is the box tote. I got this in the recent sale, and I have been putting it into rotation, trying it out for a yoga bag and or a gym bag when I go to spinning classes. I mentioned previously that I do like to have a separate bag for each of those because I have different equipment to take with me. I just want to show you how easy these bags are to store because they're so squishy and because they just pop back to shape. So this is the large Metro tote in the color mauve, which I enjoy so much. I've used this several times already as a road trip bag. For me, that's the best purpose for this kind of large bag. Here's my Nick bag in the seersucker. As you can see, I've just recently unpacked it. I do like these outside pockets here, and I really like this French blue contrast collar next to the seersucker. This bag has a lot of great pockets. Again, a travel sleeve, a laptop sleeve, and just all kinds of pockets on the inside. I have used this as a gym bag. The thing that I'm struggling with at the moment now is that it doesn't stay on my shoulders easily. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, but these straps, the nylon straps, even though they're squishy, they're a little bit slick. So this does come with a crossbody strap, so I'm just figuring it out in terms of which way I like to wear it best. And this is it. This is the last bag to show you. This is the Empire Tote in black liquid. So yes, it's the traditional quilted nylon, but it has a coating on it. So it makes it a little bit more versatile in terms of using it on rainy days or taking it to the pool or just a general everyday bag. Tons of pockets on the inside. This is like the Metro Tote where it has this big piece of fabric, but I'm really getting used to that design feature of these Metro bags. Okay, so did you make it through? I know, I'm serious that I really enjoy MZ Wallace bags. I think they're great quality and I love all the offerings that they have. And I don't have bags from all collections. I don't think they have anything from the Astor line, the Chelsea line, the Bleecker line, and also they have a new Waverly line. So what I have to show you is really just a small part of what they have to offer. So I hope you found this helpful, informative, or just entertaining seeing me show all these bags today. Either way, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and if you have any specific questions, then check out the playlist below, or of course you could leave your questions in the comment box. All right, well you take care, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.